Hey there, I'm Shannon Tarrant from the Wedding Venue Map, Central Florida's only print publication. You've made an amazing decision for your business by deciding to be a part of the Suncoast Wedding and Event Guide. What an amazing resource for people planning an event and a wedding in the Suncoast area. Your ad is a great and amazing exposure point, which means that it should be part of your overall marketing strategy within your company. But you and I both know that every penny matters when it comes to where you invest your marketing dollars. So I'm here to share a few more tips on how you can maximize the money that you've invested in this ad to get as much reach and stretch from it as possible. In today's world, marketing takes a lot of touch points when it comes to customers finally taking action. Oftentimes they will see you in the magazine, go check out your social media, visit your website, read your reviews, lots of steps before they actually check the box to reach out and contact you. So a great first start is to make sure that you are asking every single potential client that comes in, how did they hear about you, but in a different way. I want you to phrase it, where are all the places and all of the locations that you heard or saw about us. You may find out they saw you in the magazine, heard about you from another vendor, checked out your social media. A lot of those boxes might get checked. Instead of asking how, asking where are all the opportunities you saw to find us. Right? The print ad should be part of your overall strategy. You need to think through what exactly have you included in that ad? What are the photos that you used? And the taglines that you used, and where else are you using those right now while that magazine is out on the streets getting in the hands of people planning a wedding? So if that's a main photo, have you taken that main photo and made it the header on your Facebook page? Are you featuring that image on your social media? Are you posting it in your Instagram stories? Taking the content that you've selected to use in the ad and making sure that you're reusing it over and over and over again, whether it's a series of images or just the single photo itself. Maybe you should make it your profile photo on any online directories and things like that. You want to make sure that all of your marketing is working in unison together, and the ad is just one piece of that strategy. Now, there's something to be said in our current market for the fact of being in print is a form of social proof. So it just legitimizes you to potential clients that you were a part of and featured within an actual print magazine. It's very different than being, you just got featured on a blog or featured online or you're on a website. It's a totally different ballgame when you're actually in print. So how can you maximize on that with the ad and your listing within the guide? First and foremost, take a picture of the ad and post it on your social media platforms a few times throughout the year, saying that you were featured in the magazine. While you and I both know it's a paid ad spot, at the end of the day, couples seeing things online, they don't always know that. So go find your listing, circle it with a highlighter, take a picture of it. We're always looking for content on social platforms. So post the cover, post your ad, post pictures of it, and make sure you tag Swell over on social media when you're posting it. Also feel free to do similar to what I did and take a picture of you with the magazine, posting that on your social media. You would be amazed how many times people, when you're like, I was featured in this, that they get really excited and they get excited for you. It just legitimizes your business in a different way when you are in a print publication. Outside of that, make sure that you're a helpful resource for people planning their events and their weddings in your local area by giving out the magazines. As a local organization, but when everyone has a hand and a part in terms of being able to provide the print resource to people planning an event, it not only helps exposure for your business and that social proof by saying, hey, we're featured in here, but it also helps everyone else who was inside of the magazine or who invested in an ad. Think about it. If every single advertiser in there was giving out more and more copies to people that they were working with planning an event, being able to give a high quality selection of vendors within the print, it would get so much more reach in farther ways. Now, Jordan's done a great job with distribution all over the place, but if you guys also give it to your current clients and potential clients, there's just that extra legitimacy of them wanting to read something because it's super high quality from you directly to them. And make sure you say that we're a member of Swell. We're a proud member of Swell and an organization that focuses on local networking, local education, us becoming better businesses and building stronger relationships within the community when it comes to events. Make sure you tell them that when you give it to them rather than just, hey, here's a magazine for you when it comes to planning. Let them know that you're a proud member of it. Makes a huge difference. Now, think about the fact that if you have a location, if you're a retail shop, or when you're out and about in the community and you see a location that has magazines or things set up, you can keep a few of them in the trunk of your car when it comes to if you're going to client meetings. If you participate in wedding expos, you should have a stack of them in your booth. All you have to do is let Jordan know, same as what we do here with Wedding Venue Map. If our members need a stack of them to be able to provide them and really let them be that legitimate resource saying, hey, here's a local tool for you to be able to use. He is happy to provide them for you to be able to use it. Don't just sit it on the table. Be active in saying, hey, I've got this tool and this resource for you when you're giving it to them. You can also use the fact that you were featured in the magazine and a part of it as actively when you're talking at networking events, being like, oh, were you in the magazine? I was in the magazine. It allows people to kind of see, man, like they're a serious company who really cares about their marketing and their legitimacy. That's an easy way for you to build strong relationships and walk in kind of already like a baller because you're featured in your magazine. Overall, the intent is to just really utilize the exposure point. And remember, it's not a one-time deal. As long as that magazine is live and out on the streets and another magazine hasn't made behind it, you can post about it on social media throughout the year. When the new magazine comes out, you can do an email blast. We're always looking for different ways for us to do sales follow-up emails and things like that. This is a great tool you can utilize saying, hey, if you don't have your copy already, let me know, stop by the office. I'll give you one at our meeting, things like that you can use even as a sales follow-up email. Overall, it's just making sure that rather than a print ad being set it and forget it, you remember that you can utilize it in so many different ways to really make sure that your brand and your company is showing as the top tier in the market. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, but also to invest in print advertising as in a different market, but as a local print company. We firmly believe in the power of people still seeing, touching, and holding things, not just scrolling digitally. I'm sure you've seen it too. When you give this to someone as a resource, they start flipping through it and looking through it, and they get excited to have something to touch rather than just something to scroll on their phones. So keep up the good work and make sure to let everyone know that you've been featured in the magazine.